You probably need six or one probably working on that, you gotta get on one car, you can't go farther than that, and try to run something. Try to see what you want to do. Yes.
My mic work correctly? I can't tell. Can you hear me? I don't know what the problem. Okay, that's it. Check, 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 check. Checking, checking, check, 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 check. What is wrong with
So, you mentioned esports, and I don't remember something, you and I both agree on this, but there's always a great debate about it. That's correct, all right. We agree.
Sorry about race 1 there. I forgot that I somehow disabled my mic, so yeah, there was no audio for race 1 and I didn't realize. So now there is audio for here for race 2, as qualifying is underway right now for the street stocks. As yeah, that's just my bad right there. I was confused on why my mic wasn't picking anything up really when the settings and figured it out why. But yeah, as they're qualifying right now. 40 laps here at Langley Speedway for the street stocks, as this should be a good race, just like the last one. Just remember that outside lane is not where you want to be. This track, there is no way you're staying on that outside lane even with them unless you really send it in far and keep up with them as they're finishing up qualifying right here. We should be good. Yes, we are. As let's get ready to get to our starting lineup here, as we get let me get this stuff up for you so you can hear them and their engines. As here we are with the street stocks. Starting on pole will be the number 88 for AJ Smith, which is outside the number 67 of Connor Hale. Stacy Kuhn, your current points leader, starts third in the 83, and fourth will be the 22 Gary Cooper, who's fourth in points. Fifth will be Ray Hamlin in the 15th, and sixth Kevin Jones, who actually just came out of that mini stock. Brendan Logano starts 7th, and 8th will be Jamie Day. 9th goes to Denny Fincham, and 12th will go, and 10th will go to Corey Elliott. The 8, Zane Smith in 58 starts 11th. 12th will be Paul Thompson in 95. 13th will be Joey Kane in the 1, and 14th will be Tyler Cahoon, who had a rough week last week at Bristol. Went 3 laps down after contact with the wall, and the 58 of Casey Hemrick will start dead last in 15. As let's get up to your leaders here as the pace car is about to pull off here. 40 laps of racing here at Langley. Here we go. As they're getting ready to go green. And out of 3 and 4, green flags out, and we're underway. Connor Hale and AJ Smith lead us to turn 1. AJ Smith will take the lead. Connor Hale falling back on the outside lane, as we saw with Travis Coral in the last race. Will Connor Hale be able to get down to the inside before he falls back way too much? Stacy Kuhn will take over second. Connor Hale not able to clear Ray Hamlin there, as Hamlin looking to take over third from him. Connor Hale fighting hard on the outside lane. You can stay on that outside lane a little bit better here in these street stocks compared to the mini stocks. But it looks like he'll fall back to 5th here from the start. That looks like a good corner from the 4 of Denny Fincham. Somehow able to get underneath him, as Connor Hale now falling back another position. As I think that position right there might be one of the hardest to start from, is the outside pole here. As Connor Hale keeps falling back, as he's back to 8th now. Now, the 58 of Casey Hemrick looking to take 9th away from him, or 8th away from him. And Paul Thompson will be looking for 9th. As Zane Watson goes high as well, and will start falling backwards. As Connor Hale now looking to get, will he have enough spaces? It looks like he might be able to get clear here. And he will get clear, but he will not go to the bottom. As Casey Hemrick up in front of him actually went high, and that allowed Zane Watson to be able to get down to the bottom. As the top four have not, top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all single file out was Connor Hale struggling on that outside lane. He's back to 12th. He's lost 10 positions since the start. As Tyler Cahoon is in 11th. As Connor Hale gives up another spot to Kevin Jones in the 49. As Corey Elliott looked to take 13th away from Connor Hale. Connor Hale looking to fall all the way back to 15th. No, he won't, as he'll finally be clear and be able to get down to the bottom line. As we saw with Travis Coral, will he be able to work his way back up to the field? Travis was not, and he only finished in P11. Only able to make up 3 positions after, or make up around 3 positions after that. We did see Travis send it for that 9th position, but then get overtaken in the next lap or so. As Connor Hill now back to last after starting P2 for single file here at Langley. AJ Smith leads us on the lap number 13 here. Stacy Cahoon, will he be looking to be another repeat driver after Burger Joe, who did it in the mini stocks? The 15 of Ray Hamlin sits 3rd, 4th Ben Logano, 5th Denny Fincham, 6th Joey Kane, 7th Zane Watson, 8th will be Paul Thompson, and 9th will be Casey Hemrick. Rounding out your top 10 is Gary Cooper. Tyler Kuhn 11th, 12th is Kevin Jones, 13th is Corey Elliott, 14th is Jamie Day, and 15th is Connor Hale. As AJ Smith is leading this one from start to finish right now. As these cars are spreading out a little more than the mini stocks did. As we'll see how this race progresses over the long run. As not much is happening between as Zane Watson here all by himself in 7th. Not really much passing going on. Connor Hale real close to the 16 car of Jamie Day. Not able to make any moves work on him. As it seems like this type of street stock model is struggling the most here today, as we got 4 of them in the rear. The only one not struggling really that much is your current points leader in the 83. As he's half a second back from the 88 of AJ Smith, who's going to be coming up on lap 20 here. AJ Smith will complete lap 19 on lap 20. As Joey Kane looking to go around the outside of Denny Fincham here. Ryan O'Donnell looking around 15 of Ray Hamlin as halfway through this one. 20 down, 20 to go. The 88 AJ Smith leads us. As Connor Hale still right on the tail of this 16 car for Jamie Day. Not what the 67 team was looking for in their run. As people keep looking to the outside, there's just not anyone that close to be able to strike a move underneath when someone pulls that move. As Zane Watson, really the closest person right now, and Gary Cooper. But not really many people are going for that move that often, as back here Casey Hemrick does. As now Gary Cooper closing in the gap even more, but still not enough. as Joey Keaton keeps looking to the outside of Denny Fincham. He'll look again, but will Zane Watson be able to get underneath him this time? Zane Watson almost not be able to get underneath the one of Joey Kane that time. As Joey Kane now has to run him back down. Connor Hale still struggling to get by the 16 car. You've got to somehow find a way underneath, but it's not that easy here at Langley. The car in front of you is holding down that inside line. You're not going to squeeze your nose in underneath. As Joey Kane will be looking to go back around the outside, or trying to around the outside of the floor of Denny Fincham. Not really working for the one car. He's lucky Zane Watson is not close enough. As Zane Watson could strike if he could get close enough to Denny Fincham and Joey Kane. As everyone's kind of single filed out, but they're all kind of even. AJ Smith still leading us. He has pulled a bit of a lead over, quite a bit bigger of a lead over Stacy Cahoon. As Joey Kane was able to make the pass for fifth, is now Zane Watson looking for sixth. And Paul Thompson also looking to get underneath him. Paul Thompson looking to take seventh away from Danny Fincham as he'll be able to stick his nose in underneath there. Excuse me. Danny Fincham falling backwards now on that outside line. Will Casey Hamrick be able to keep his nose in underneath there? And it looks like he will, as now Danny Fincham now falling back to ninth. Gary Cooper looking to take ninth away from the 4 car. But will he be close enough to get that move in underneath him? As he will be able to. Gary Cooper looking for 8th. I mean 9th. As Tyler Kuhn will look for 10th around the 4 car. As still single filed out up front. Kevin Jones will take 11th away. Corey Elliott looking for 12th. As Denny Fincham should be able to get clear, as the 16 car of Jamie Day is really holding up himself and Connor Hale. Connor Hale has been all over the back in this whole race, just not able to make any moves. Is up ahead, Kevin Jones will be able to look underneath Tyler Cahoon for 10th. Kevin Jones will get past Cahoon for 10th. Oh my god, I need something right. 5 to go here for our leader, AJ Smith, who has the gap being closed by the 83 of Stacy Cahoon. Stacy trying to make it 2 for 2 as he closes the gap. As up ahead, Tyler Cahoon falling back. But will Jamie Day be able to get underneath him? For Connor Hale's sake. No, he will not. Connor Hale struggling to find any momentum. Even around it, try and get underneath him will not work. AJ Smith here. Looking to take 2 to go here. 2 to go for the 88 machine. As we are single filed out all the way through the field. AJ Smith will take the white flag here. White flag is out as AJ Smith has led all 40 laps here in this one. AJ Smith coming to the line out of 4 for the final time. Checker flags out. AJ Smith wins. Stacey Kuhn second, third Ray Hamlin, fourth Brandon Logano, fifth Joey Kane, sixth Zane Watson, seventh Paul Thompson, 8th, Casey Hamrick. 9th, Gary Cooper. 10th, Kevin Jones. 11th, Corey Elliott. 9th, 12th, Denny Fincham. 13th, Tyler Cahoon. 14th, Jamie Day. And from 2nd to 15th will be Connor Hale. As a rough day, not able to pass anyone because the outside line is really bad here. As Denny Fincham falls back from 4th all the way back to 12th after a bad run. As we'll be right back here with the point standings. Oh no, and I didn't even have, I messed that whole thing up too. Oh my god, I messed something up in each race. Holy, I am a bozo. So one got no audio, the other one's got no video. Holy, it's been a rough day today. So at least you actually got to listen to something in this last one. Let me see if I can get it right for race number 3, the late models. As here's the point standings here coming up. Stacy Kuhn leads us with 55 points. 10 back, AJ Smith has 45. 43 for Brendan Logano. 42 for Ray Hamlin. 41 Kevin Jones. 41 Gary Cooper. They're tied for 5th. 14 back. 15 back will be Casey Hemrick with 40 points. 8th is Joey Kane, 39. 9th, Jamie Day, 38. And Corey Elliott will be tied for 9th. 20 back with 35 points is Zane Watson. Danny Fincham will be 34 points. 21 back. 33 points for Paul Thompson. 22 back. Connor Hale has 28 points. 27 back. And 29 points back is Tyler Cahoon, who has 26. As let's see if I can get this stuff right for the last and final race here tonight. And that'll be late models, the big one. We'll be right back here in a moment. I can't believe I just did that. I am sorry to all you that came out here to watch the street stocks, as that is all on me. I can't believe I did that. And for the first one, no audio. Well, third time's the charm, right? Last week went so much better on opening week. Obviously, I am not focused this week. As I am back now, as I'm gonna make sure that we get this sorted out correctly, as I am not making the same mistake for this last race here. Starting on pole, number 5, Otto Benoit. To his outside will be the number 21 for Ariel Benoit. Row number 2 in third will be number 8 for Bob Benoit, and number 69, Angel Soft for Hannah Santi starts fourth. Fifth will be the Pepsi, number 13 for Axel Benoit, and sixth, the Pizza Hut, number 12 for Ariana Santi. Seventh will be Matthew Duda in the 77, and eighth will be Tyler Murray in the 87. Jeff Gordon starts ninth in that 24 Exalta machine, and Braxton Whitaker starts 10th. 11th, last week's winner and your current points leader Timmy Tommy into his outside second points. Shane Van Gisbergen starts 12th. 13th will be Chase Elliott, 14th Martin Cook, and 15th will be Sean Hoffman. As Otto Benoit and Ariel Benoit will lead us to the green flag in this late model race. Holy come on. As here we go, pace car ready to pull off this lap. Pace car pulls into the pits. Otto Benoit and Ariel Benoit lead us. The green flag is out and we're underway. Into turn 1, Otto Benoit gets the lead. Power up into Ariel as all the inside guys pull up the track. Ariel Benoit will be able to cut off Bauer Benoit. That's the first second place driver that's able to clear for a second and not start falling backwards around the outside. Hannah Santi, on the other hand, cannot have the same thing said, as the two Santi sisters are stuck on the outside lane, falling backwards. And Timmy Tommy, your current points leader, looking to take over 7th, as he will do that. 3 wide in the back there. Axel Benoit falling back to 5th here, as Matthew Duda looks underneath him. As Axel Benoit now falling back even more positions. As back here in the back, we got 2-3 wide scenarios here. As this back group is out of control right now. Axel Benoit losing a lot of position. Otto Benoit leads us here on lap number 4. Through the field, Axel Benoit falls back to 8th off of that one. Hannah Santi and Ariana Santi sit 14th and 15th. Ariana Santi looks to take 14th away from Braxton Whitaker now under pressure from Tyler Murray. Tyler Murray looks to clear for that number 11 spot. Shane Van Gisbergen looks to find his way back up to 12th after his start to the race. As Axel Benoit keeps taking the corners wide, losing him a whole bunch of time. Otto Benoit pulling away with this lead here. Ariana Santi up to 13th, makes back up another position. As these guys have already kicked off. As the cars have strung out themselves out quite a bit here now. Timmy Tommy up into the top 6 now, as he'll be looking to find his way back up towards the front of the pack. Bad qualifying for him. As Axel Benoit now finds his way at the back of this front group as well. Chase Elliott looks to the outside of Timmy Tommy. Axel Benoit will look underneath 9 of Chase Elliott there, as he'll take 7th away from Chase Elliott in the 9. As Sean Hoffman now getting around the number 9 as well. Sean Hoffman up to 8th. Martin Cook looking for 9th. Chase Elliott all the way back to 10th is Tyler Murray. Chase Elliott struggling here on this outside lane to be able to get back down to the bottom. Shane Van Gisbergen looking to take 11th away. Will Ariana Santi be able to catch up too and take 12th away? As it looks like she will not, as they've single filed themselves back out once again. Autumn Benoit with the biggest lead so far, with a 1.3 second gap over Ariel Benoit. That's the biggest lead the leaders had over second place all night. As Jeff Gordon sits fifth over Timmy Tommy, who's been putting pressure on him all night. And Braxton Whitaker finds his way underneath the 12 machine of Ariana Santi. As the number 15 car will clear that time. And Charles will look to go with the reverse switchback. The 12 with Ariana Santi looking to take 13th back away, not able to keep the nose underneath. And Autumn Benoit leads us on here on lap number 18, my man. As Ariel Benoit sits second, third Bauer Benoit fourth, Matthew Wheeler fifth, Jeff Gordon sixth, Timmy Tommy seventh, Axel Benoit eighth, Sean Hoffman 9th, Martin Cook 10th, Tyler Murray 11th, will be Shane Van Gisbergen 12th, Chase Elliott 13th, Braxton Whitaker 14th, Ariana Santi 15th, Hannah Santi. After a horrible start from the outside lane, the two Santi sisters have fallen backwards. There's always a gap between him and second just keeps growing. As Timmy Tommy here trying to find, not able to keep up. Not able to keep up there in the 26. And we're signal fall out all the way here. Hannah has lost quite a bit to Ariana and Braxton Whitaker, as she is about a second back of them. And Ariana Santi here keep battling back and forth with Braxton for that 13th position. As this should be a good championship run, as we got our field all mixed up from last week, as Autumn Benoit leads us here on the lap number 25. About to be halfway through this one. And we're coming out of 3 and 4, 25 down, 25 to go. As a 2-second gap over Ariel Benoit. About a 1-second gap over Bauer, who's under pressure from the 77, Matthew Duda. He's not quite close enough to make a move. As these cars single file out, no one really knows the tail. As will we reach lap traffic in this one? No one knows. As Jeff Gordon actually catching up to Matthew Duda now, pulling away from Timmy Tommy. That was right on his tail for most of the start of this race. As the 12th, 13th, and 14th all quite close here. And pretty close to cars on the track. This is allowing more fighting they do up in front of her. In front of Hannah. To allow her to catch them. Autumn Benoit still leads us 30 laps down. Braxton Whitaker now looking to get a run on Chase Elliott here in that number 9 machine. As Hannah Santi starting to pull in the cars in front of her. Long run. She's a better long run car than the cars in front of her, but a long run does not really help you if you can't keep your position from the start. As Martin Cook right on the back of Sean Hoffman. As if he gets by Sean Hoffman and finishes right behind Axel Manley, those two will have a habit of finishing right behind each other, as Tyler Murray now looks underneath Martin Cook. As Tyler Murray will take 9th away here. Shane Gisberger looking for top 10 in the 91 machine. Will he be able to get a top 10 here? And he sticks his nose underneath. He will be able to get side by side through the corner and finally clear. As Hannah is actually outpacing our leader a little bit, running about the same lap time as Otto Benoit, as he is not really catching her any more than he was. As actually under pressure from Sean Hoffman. As Hannah Santi is now catching back up to the 51 and 12. As Hannah now running about a little bit slower than our leader's lap time, but is reeling in the two cars in front of her. As Matthew Duder waiting to make a move on Bauer Benoit. As they're real close to each other here. Ariel Benoit starting to reel in Otto Benoit as they're within 1 second of each other. Matthew Duder looks to the outside, loses a whole bunch of time. Jeff Gordon will be reeling Matthew Duder now in, putting pressure on the 77 machine. As they're all lined up pretty even here now. Matthew Duder now under pressure from the 24 machine as we have 10 to go. As Otto Benoit now. Otto and Ariel Benoit pulling away from us the pack. They have a 3-second lead. The two of them combined have a 3-second lead over Bauer Benoit, who has pressure from Matthew Duder and Jeff Gordon here. As Matthew Duder and Jeff Gordon trying to pick up some more spots. Jeff Gordon will tie there. Sean Hoffman pressuring the 13. We'll lose a bunch of time. I think he looked high out. As Ariel Benoit will not have enough time to catch Otto Benoit. Maybe she will as we come to 5 to go here. 5 to go for the number 5 machine. Matthew Duda looked high once again, not able to make a move. As Hannah and Ari are both losing time to the cars in front of them. Otto Benoit has lost more than half of his lead that he had on Ariel Benoit at one point in this race. As up ahead, Matthew Duda keeps looking to the outside of that number 8 machine, just not able to have enough speed and get out to him. As Tyler Murray works his way up into 8th. As that's another position for Tyler Murray, now looking to chase down that number 13 machine. But Otto Benoit coming to take the white flag here. White flag is out for the number 5 machine. With a 1 second gap, it should be safe to say Otto Benoit's going to win this one. But anything can happen. He could blow a tire or something. But I do not think that's going to happen. As round 3 and 4 for the final time. Checker flag is out. Otto 3rd will go to Bauer Benoit. 4th, Matthew Duda 5th, Jeff Gordon 6th, Timmy Thomas 7th, Axel 8th, Kyle Murray 9th, Sean Hoffman 10th, Shane Van Gisbergen 11th will be Martin Cook, 12th will be Chase Elliott, 13th, Baxter Whitaker 14th, Ariana Santi and Ryan Yeagerfield in 15th will be Hannah Santi. Both started on the outside, not go to plan for them in their respectable machines, as the easiest car to see out there on the track was not anywhere up on in the front. It was instead in the back, starting P4 and P6. Those two finished P14 and 15. As we'll be right back here with the point standings update. As here we are with the current point standings. Timmy Tommy, 51 points. Only 2 up on Otto Benoit, who just won the last race. With Matthew Duda 4 points back, 47. Ari Benoit 45, 6 back. Shane Van Gisbergen and Axel Benoit tied for 5th, both 9 back with 42 points. 39 points for Jeff Gordon. 38 for Chase Elliott, puts him tied with Bauer for 8th. Tied for 10th will be Martin Cook and Tyler Murray, as they both have 37 points, 14 back. Sean Hoffman, 30 points, 21 back from your current leader. 22 points back, 13th in the point standings is the number 12 machine for Ariana Santi, has 29 points. And Hannah Santi and Braxton Whitaker tied for last in points with 27. That puts them 24 points back behind Timmy Tommy. As Otto Benoit has just won himself a race and put him within good contention, as the top 6 are all real close in points. But then we get a group of cars from 7th to 11th that are real close. And then the last few cars in the standings, there are quite a few. And we'll see you next time at Thompson Motor Speedway, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Thompson Motor Speedway, as we did have some technical difficulties here tonight. It will not happen again, I hope. But see you guys next time. We're going to Thompson Motor Speedway for some great action here in the mini stocks, street stocks, and late models. Good night.